Hi, welcome to my channel where we talk about all things skincare, beauty, pro-aging, looking and feeling our best. And today I'm going to be doing my very first more health-oriented video, and I am going to be sharing a little bit about my own health journey, but specifically my green smoothies. I will be talking about why I do green smoothies, the benefits of green smoothies, and I will do a quick green smoothie demonstration as well. If this sounds interesting, I'd love it if you'd subscribe, join my family, hit that notification bell so you don't miss a single video. Okay, having said all that, let's get right to it. You know, I have always been super interested in nutrition, even as a teenager. My mother was into nutrition. I was raised on wheat germ brown bread, and she had, I don't know if any of you remember this, books by Adele Davis, who at the time in the 70s was the sort of nutrition guru. Anyway, when I was about 14 or 15, I read a book called Sugar Blues, and it was so impactful to me and so powerful to me that I went through my family's cupboards, freezer, fridge, and I threw everything away that had the word sucrose, glucose, or sugar in it. Meaning I threw away ketchup and mayonnaise and bread and soup and peanut butter, and I will tell you my family wasn't very happy with me, but all that to say, health and nutrition has long been a passion of mine. So I've always had, you know, a fairly healthy diet. I've experimented with vegetarianism and whatnot, but this is not about diets. This is not about losing weight. This is not about whether you're keto or vegan or vegetarian or paleo. This is not about that. This video is about the number one thing that anybody can do to add to their diet, which will absolutely have a positive impact on your health, and that is the green smoothies. About 10 years ago, I had a little bit of a health scare, and I had been hearing about green smoothies, Oprah, Dr. Oz, whatever. And so when I was concerned, I had this health scare, I went straight to Costco. I purchased a Vitamix. I bought a book called The Green Smoothie Diet, which was wonderful, by Robyn Openshaw. Green Smoothie Diet by Robyn Openshaw. Really impactful book. Talks about all the health benefits of green smoothies, and with tons of recipe ideas and why certain ingredients are helpful. So I highly recommend that book to this day. And I started a daily green smoothie habit, and I will tell you that in the last 10 years, that one thing has had, I would say, the most powerful, the most profound, the most positive impact on my overall health and the appearance of my skin, hair, nails. I mean, it's just like serums from the inside out. Let's get started with the green smoothies. What I'm going to be doing is my basic green smoothie recipe, and as I go through each ingredient, I will be talking about the benefits of that ingredient. I am going to put my glasses on. Oh, glare. I do use a Vitamix. It is a very high-powered blender. I've had it for 10, it's expensive, but it has served me on a daily basis for 10 years, and it's going strong. A friend of mine just bought a Blendtec, which is also a very excellent high-powered blender, very comparable to the Vitamix. And, you know, in Mexico, we just had a little osterizer. We made green smoothies with this pretty cheap standard blender. So you do not need a super high-powered blender, but it sure makes it easier. So anyway, let's get started. The number one ingredient that I put in every single one of my green smoothies are broccoli sprouts. Broccoli sprouts are a nutritional powerhouse. Broccoli sprouts are loaded with antioxidants, anti-inflammatories, fiber, and something called sulfurylane. I'm going to have to put it there. These are just so healthy for you. I am going to refer you to two videos if you want to learn more about broccoli sprouts. One is by Shelly. She has the channel FabulousFifties. She has a dedicated broccoli sprout video. And she actually shows you how to grow your own, which I have not done because, you know, you can grow them, but I just buy them from my local co-op. There's another lady here on YouTube, Dr. Rhonda Patrick. She has a channel called FoundMyFitness, and she has several videos dedicated to broccoli sprouts alone. So, highly nutritional powerhouse. I put them in every single one of my green smoothies. So we've added the broccoli sprouts. I always add a lemon slice, including the peeling. Super healthy, high in vitamin C, flavonoids, very healthy. Throw that in. Ginger is one of my very favorite ingredients that I add to every single green smoothie. Now, I will say all of my ingredients are organic. I add a pretty good chunk of ginger. It is organic. I peel it a little bit, but I don't peel it like perfectly. Protein powder. You know, for a long time I used whey protein. And as I'm trying to be more plant-based, I have recently went with plant-based protein. This is called Sprout Living Epic Protein Powder. It's an organic, vegan, kosher, superfood protein powder. It has yellow pea, sunflower seeds, pumpkin seeds, a whole bunch of wonderful ingredients, and it also has prebiotics. One of the things I like about this is it is also high in fiber. One serving of this has 26 grams of protein and 5 grams of fiber, and you're not going to find fiber in most of the other like whey-based protein powders. I will say this about protein powders. Don't go to Walgreens and just buy the, you know, Pro Muscle protein powder. If you look at the ingredients, you will see a paragraph of chemicals. If you are using a protein powder, you want it to be food, you know, either whey, 100% whey, grass-fed hopefully, or plant-based, and there's just lots of wonderful protein powders. I do not subscribe to a high protein diet, but I do like to get some protein in my smoothie, and how I do that is I just take the recommended 2 scoops, mix it with some water, throw that in the smoothie. So the basis of green smoothies are greens. I really load my green smoothie with greens. I do vary it every single day. Today I'm going to use green curly kale, almost a whole head of it. But there are days I use dinosaur kale or spinach or chard, romaine lettuce, and I feel very comfortable using the broccoli sprouts every single day. But you really want to vary your greens. So today I am packing it, my Vitamix pitcher, with a whole bunch of green curly kale. Okay, so far we have added the broccoli sprouts, the protein powder, lemon, ginger, kale, and my final ingredient is about 2 cups of frozen blueberries. Two cups of frozen blueberries. You can see this is packed, and you know, my Vitamix high-powered, high-speed blender will be able to turn this within about a minute into a really delicious, beautiful green smoothie. So that is my green smoothie. Like I said, I make this about every other day. I will drink about half of it today, put the rest in the refrigerator, drink the other half tomorrow. I will say this about green smoothies. A couple of things. Before you start a green smoothie, practice. Make sure you talk to your doctor, because there's certain medications that can interact with greens. Blood thinners comes to mind. Also, you know, if you're somebody who is prone to oxalate-based kidney stones, having an excessive amount of spinach is not a good thing. So again, before you make any major dietary change, talk to your doctor. But overall, green smoothies are super, super healthy. When I drink my green smoothie, I feel like I am getting a transfusion of energy. The other thing to keep in mind as you're thinking about starting green smoothies, you know, this is 80% vegetables and about 20% berries. If you're starting out, you want to probably start out with more fruit and gradually build up the greens and the vegetables. But, you know, and that's what I did. When I first started, I was like 50-50. I would use whatever fruit would make it taste as good as possible. Banana, apple, pears. And then gradually I built up the quantity of the greens and took down the quantity of the fruit. So again, my green smoothie is about 80% greens, 20% berries. You know, with green smoothies, I feel like I'm drinking a multivitamin. I feel like no matter what kind of food I eat on any given day, I am covered nutritionally. I'm getting my vitamin C, I'm getting my vitamin A, calcium, magnesium, tons of fiber. This is not necessarily a meal replacement for me. I will drink this post-workout. I'll drink it for an afternoon snack or a pick-me-up. It has had such a positive impact on how I feel and how I look. I do think it really has made, you know, it's just made a positive impact. I highly recommend it. Because I do have pretty much a daily green smoothie practice, I do not take a lot of vitamins. And so I really quickly want to go through my vitamins with you because it's all related, right? And I don't take that many. I have a story. I am not somebody who believes in mega doses of vitamins, and I think you have to be very careful with vitamins. I have a little story for you. About 10 years ago, my daughter was also on a health kick along with me, her mom, and so she was juicing. Juicing is a little different from smoothies. She was also, you know, experimenting and exploring various vitamin supplements. So she was drinking a lot of juice, carrot juice, all kinds of juice. She was drinking green smoothies. She was taking a lot of vitamins. And one day I looked at her and she was orange. Her face was orange. Her hands were orange. I'm like, oh my gosh, she is jaundiced. Scared the heck out of me. So I brought her right away to the doctor. And yes, as a matter of fact, she had almost toxic. She had very high levels of vitamin A in her bloodstream, and they were reaching a toxic level. And she was turning orange, and toxic levels of vitamin A can damage your liver. It turned out fine. All she had to do was ease back on the carrot juice and not overdo the vitamin supplements. But I wanted to tell that story because vitamins can be powerful, and you really have to know what you're taking. Having said that, this green smoothie is my multivitamin. But there are certain certain supplements that I do take just to guarantee that I'm getting what I need. I'm going to start with one of the most important vitamins that I take. It's vitamin D3. Several years ago, I did test low on vitamin D. The physician did, I live in Minnesota. It's winter 6 months out of the year, and I wear sunscreen every single day. So D3 is very important. And what I didn't know is that to enhance the absorption of vitamin D3, there's another important vitamin. This is vitamin K2. These two vitamins work synergistically. The vitamin K2 helps you absorb the vitamin D, and the vitamin K2 also helps calcium get into your bloodstream and not stick to your arteries. Speaking of supplementation, and you know, there's trends. 10 years ago, calcium was, everybody had to take calcium. And then a few years ago, they said, no, don't take calcium because it can build up in your arteries. So again, I use caution with supplements. I believe that I'm getting everything I need from my diet with a few exceptions. Again, vitamin D3, vitamin K2. I take a probiotic every day. And this, gut health, super important. That's a whole nother video, and I'm sure there's tons of videos on it, but I do take a probiotic every day. I do buy it from my local health food store in the refrigerated section. These are live living bacteria. I do not recommend going to CVS or Walgreens and buying sort of whatever they have on the shelf that they say is probiotic, because they're not in the refrigerator, they're not alive, and what you are looking for is live bacteria, which must be refrigerated. I am not brand loyal I go and I buy whatever is on sale because, again, just like you want to vary your greens, you want to vary your probiotics. So by just buying whatever is on sale at my local health food store, I know I'm getting a variety with my probiotics. The other vitamin, this is not a vitamin, I do take turmeric. I do get ginger in my smoothie many days. Turmeric is just super healthy, anti-inflammatory. So I do take this to supplement my, inflammation is the enemy. Inflammation is the enemy of health. It's the enemy of beautiful skin. And so I want to make sure I'm getting lots of anti-inflammatories. Let's see, what else do I have here? I do take coenzyme Q10, ubiquinol. Our bodies usually make this, but as we get older, our levels go down. And it's heart healthy, it's healthy for your brain, it's healthy for your skin. I just love it. That's one thing I do take. I do take a fish oil, Nordic Naturals. Is that Nordic Naturals makes a omega-3 fatty acid supplement that's algae based, and so I'm going to be exploring that. Let's see, I think there's just a couple more things that I take. My diet is basically flexitarian. I do eat minimal animal products, but I am not a vegetarian and I am not vegan. But because I do eat minimal animal products, I do take a vitamin B12. And I think that is, I recently picked up some biotin. I'm worried about my hair thinning. As we age, our hair gets thinner. I thought, well, a little biotin might not hurt. So that is my, in a nutshell, my green smoothie recipe. Okay, so green smoothie, done, ready to eat, drink. I just can't recommend a green smoothie habit enough. It's a wonderful practice to add to your diet. It will absolutely add to your vitality, your health. It will make your skin glow. And there are so many different ingredients that I did not touch on in this video. There's so many different recipes out there. Again, this was just my very basic green smoothie recipe, but variety is the spice of life. And the more you vary your fruits, your vegetables, your greens, the healthier it is. So with that, I'm going to end this video. And, to your health, stay healthy, wash your hands, stay beautiful. And if you want to get beautiful, vibrant energy and glowing skin, I highly recommend green smoothies. Thank you so much for joining me, and I super hope to see you in my next video. Stay healthy. Thanks. Bye. The other thing I want to say about green smoothies is, okay, what else do I want to say? Let's see. I think I'm going to put some bloopers at the end of this video. So I just need to, I should back up. No, I'll add that to the end. No, I got to show you the green smoothie. Hold on.